Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to... Okay. No. There we go. Yeah. So, yeah, as I was saying, welcome back to another day of casting Alchemy League Season 9. Hi, Tech. Hi, Loza. It's good to see you here. It's been a while since I last casted something. I think my last live was... 2 weeks ago when I was playing myself. So yeah, it's been a while. Sorry, I kind of disappeared, but I've had other stuff to do. Anyway, for today we have 3 sets. So the first one is going to be Belkross against TheNagraj. As usual, there's not going to be a map draft because this is Season 9. And that would mean that all the games are played on hyper-random, and so we only have a civ draft. Now, Belkross, he understood the assignment. This is hyper-random, and you actually see this a lot in this season, so people just go full random when it comes to bans and civ picks. But first, let's look at the admin bans, which as usual are 5 random bans. We've got Vikings, Bulgarians, Turks, Dravidians, and Malians. I mean, Dravidians and Malians kind of hurt. They're very good civs. Vikings, I guess they're usable on some maps. Bulgarians and Turks on hyper-random, I wouldn't be too happy to have, so who cares about those? Anyway, Belkross, he randomly banned Burmese and Chinese. Chinese, quite the strong civ, but you never know what this start is going to be like on hyper-random, so they could be a little bit risky, so I don't necessarily like it as a ban. Again, it's random, so who cares? And then he got Japanese sniped, and well, his random picks were actually quite decent. I mean, Romans and Lithuanians, you can use them pretty much everywhere. Tatars, if you get a map with a lot of sheep, they could be nice. You'll also see a lot of elevation on hyper-random, so that's nice as well. Goths, they have the hunting bonus, which is always nice. And Burgundians have an amazing eco, and I personally love Burgundians, so overall, he went random, but he got an amazing safe draft. Now, his opponent... Hey, Kiri, welcome. His opponent, Nagraj, he got Vietnamese sniped randomly, and he was left with Khmer, Persians, Hindustanis, Bohemians, and Koreans. Okay. I like Khmer and Persians. They're adaptable. I have to say, Koreans, during the years, they've become more and more of an adaptable civ. Right? They didn't used to be like that, but they received the wood discount on military. They received fire lancers. So yeah, in some ways they've become kind of like the Byzantines. Like, you can go for cheap trash, and then you can go for all-in plays. Of course, Koreans can do that with fire lancers, whereas Byzantines can do that with monks, fastimp, and whatnot. So you have different kind of plays, but I don't know. It kind of feels like you're playing Byzantines sometimes. And then Bohemians and Hindustanis. I guess Hindustanis are quite adaptable as well because of the Vil discount. And Bohemians, you get the gold upgrades for free, which is nice. Makes it easier to go for some weird builds. Oh yeah, anyway. Those are the civs. Let's just jump into game 1. If capture age... Okay, there we go. Okay, so game 1, we get Lithuanians for Belkross. Oh, they start with the queen, and they start with the castle. Now, I don't know if this counts as regicide. The queen has an aura, but she has no healing capabilities, so I don't think it counts as an hero. I don't know if it counts as a king. But yeah, castle in the back for both players. So it is nice that you start with a castle but it's basically going to protect your wood line, and that's it. Actually, Belkross could do a very nice wall here and protect this whole area with a wall in the castle. I mean, I guess TheNagraj could do that. Yeah, TheNagraj could just wall like, honestly, wall like this and like this. You get a gold in the back. There's not much gold on those piles. What about the stone? Yeah, very little stone, very little gold. Oh, never mind. This gold is more than usual. Very little foot. Ooh, that's that's very low on the javelina. And then, oh, okay, nice fish, nice fish. Very nice fish. They should have. Yeah, they know water is there. That's the thing about new scripts with hyper random. You get to see water at the start if there's any. But aside from that, this map generation kind of reminds me of... Oh, we got pandas. Nice. So I remember casting a game which looked a little bit like this. The players were actually one here and one here. And you had water here on the side. Both players still with the queen. So the queen is not showing up there. I forget whether kings show up here when you get regicide. I think they do. Right? Yeah, because previous season you had kings because it was played on regicide, and you started with a house so that you wouldn't get housed. So yeah, I think they do. So yeah, I think Kiri is right. You can lose this and it wouldn't matter. Well, aside from emotional damage, I suppose. And scouting information. Quite a weird lumber camp for TheNagraj. Like, this from Belkross makes sense because it's protected by the castle. I don't know why TheNagraj went here. He could have gone here. That would have been a cozy, nice spot. And then you just wall like this. Okay, so yeah, both players are going for water. Makes sense. Belkross already with a fishing ship out. Makes sense. He's Lithuanian, so he probably went to wood a little bit earlier than his opponent. There's resources on the outside. I don't think they're going to be able to cut through. Oh no, actually. Very little wood on these trees. Yeah, they should be able to cut through quite quickly. I mean, you got single gold pile, which isn't a lot. You got some bears. They got no food on them. That's a lot of stone, though. That's double the amount you normally have on stone. So that's nice. And berry is not really worth it. Singular. There's actually a lot of gold piles on the map, but... Oh, no, they do have a lot of amount. A big amount of gold on them, okay. Okay, so Belkross is already thinking about big walls, because he walled this with the palisade, and he has a house there. It wouldn't surprise me if he used the gold or the stone as part of his wall, and just went like this, or even like this. Honestly, on this kind of map, you could justify... Oh, never mind. He's going for very great walls. And TheNagraj might not see that, right? He's going to see the villager going forward, but he won't see the walls going up. I was thinking whether you could go for some kind of fast castle play here. I mean, that would mean giving up water, but honestly, the way water works nowadays, you can probably do that, right? I mean, you go up a little bit later, maybe 22, 23 vills. You get up with 2 docks. You just garrison your fishing ships if your opponent comes with warships, and then depending on what he's making, you just make the counter, right? Because the way water works now is that fires actually counter galleys, and hulks actually counter fires, and galleys actually counter hulks. So it's easier to go fast castle because you don't have to worry as much about navy numbers. Like if your opponent opens fires here, or well, he will probably open hulks. You can just mass galleys in your docks, and once you get to castle, you'll just snipe them down. Maybe you make a couple of demos on the way up. Okay, it's going to be fires from Belkross. I'm not a fan of that. On new water meta, I think you always open hulks in this situation, and then you adapt. Yeah, Tech, I agree. This is a nice generation. You got water, you got fast castle potential, you got resources in the middle, so controlling that is going to be important. Even if you do not control the middle, you can cut through to the corners because you do not have that much wood on trees, and there's a lot of resources in the corners. Oh, that's a lot of gold, actually. So yeah, this is a nice map. Okay, we got a fire ship opening from Belkross, but then he's adding hulks. Oh, so he's going hulks and fires. I still haven't figured out the new water. I mean, it's no secret I hate it, but maybe you don't go double melee, quote-unquote, ship. I think you go galleys, and then you have either fires or hulks in front. Yeah, one thing I want to test out... Oh, TheNagraj is going fires. That's a mistake against hulks. One thing I want to test out more on the new water is the demos. Because it used to be that they were good against fires, basically. And they would always die to galleys. I mean, they still die to galleys. The only time you would see demos have value when opponent was going galleys was if you had a demo in your dock and your opponent went by with the galleys and you just jumped out at the right moment, and then you could get a good shot on the galleys. Or you could make an argument for, I don't know, Berbers demos because they're faster, or Chinese demos, they used to have more HP, stuff like that. But yeah, generally speaking, demos were good against fires. But now you have two short-range ships, right? You have the fires and you have the hulks. So demos should be good against... I mean, it's no longer the case that demos are good against half of the ships. They're now good against 2/3 of the ships. So I don't know. I would love to see people test demos out more. Hey, Crazy Jones, welcome. I mean, Belkross could just garrison the fishing ships in the docks here. But yeah, this is basically what it feels like. What new water feels like. You just see people go for a little bit of everything. Because it gets so chaotic. That said, Belkross, he is stonewalled. He is about to click up to Castle Age. He doesn't have fletching, but he doesn't really need it at the moment. he could quite easily click... Oh, okay, now he's making the blacksmith, which is going to be the second building. Yeah, and he's going to build the third dock afterwards. Now, this is nice for TheNagraj because it buys him time to go up to Castle Age himself. He might abuse the market a little bit there. Yeah, there we go. Belkross getting horse collar. I like that. He realized I am not going to have fish for much longer. I mean, he can save the fishing ships by garrisoning them in the dock, but they will not be working, so he needs some other kind of food source. I lose the Vil. We do have Loom. Vil should go down. Yeah, Vil goes down. But the Hulks are taking out the fires. We have the fires on the galleys. So good water control from Belkross. He's using the right units where he needs them. And yeah, we have castle from both players. Fletching coming in for Belkross. I suppose he's going to drop some farms. No, not yet. TheNagraj, where is he taking food from? Oh, he's hunting, okay. Does TheNagraj know about this? Okay, he knows about the palisades. He doesn't know about the stone walls. Oh, and Belkross even going for fishing lines. Yeah, Belkross can just fish boom from here. He's going to have full water control. Getting the immediate warships upgrade. I think TheNagraj wants to make Fire Lancers in Castle Age. Maybe with the Siege Tower to get over the Palisade. But yeah, we got Stone Walls behind, so Siege Tower is not going to be working. He probably would have to make a Mangonel or a Ram to take down one segment of Palisades, and then yeah, you can go on the stone wall with the... You can go over the stone wall with the... Just heard a villager die. Huh. It's actually war wagons from TheNagraj. Okay. I mean, if you can bust through it here and go to Belkross's base... Yeah, sure, the castle is protecting the woodline, but every single other resource is completely naked and unprotected. Yeah, Belkross is just going to win water here. The Belkross has stones and golds forward, whereas TheNagraj, at the very least, he's got a gold in the back. And I mean, honestly, if TheNagraj was to drop ETC here and Stonewall here, he would have this whole area safe. Whereas Belkross, I mean, he could go for that gold eventually. Okay, I like that he's heading fishing ships. We got a siege workshop. Okay, now TheNagraj will know about the Stonewall now. What is he going for? No siege yet? We do have a transport though. It's risky. It's very risky. But, I mean, if he sends out the... Okay, he's got a galley as well there, right? And fishing ships. Let's say he sends out the galley and the fishing ships and tries to lure the enemy's navy over here. While he has the transport ready with the units in there. He can just sneak about. Sneak around and just drop fire lancers in his opponent's base. But yeah, we got a ram. I saw... Yeah. Arson's in. Yeah, attack. I think at this point, it's going to be very hard for TheNagraj to come back on water. Yeah, we have Warhawks. I mean, he would have to drop a castle over here to secure the shoreline. I'm actually surprised Belkross is not taking out the docks, now that I think about it. Okay, that's nice. We have Rocket Card and Rams. So it's not going to be easy for Belkross to wall behind this because of the Rocket Card. Rocket Card is taking down the walls, or rather the palisades, and then the Rams will take care of the stone walls. We've got Fire Lancers in the back. There's going to be a castle here to defend, but I mean, if you've got... Yeah, if you've got Rams with Fire Lancers in there, in them, you can just rush the castle, I think. Oh, no, 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 no. No, this is risky. The castle will go up, and the Rocket Card was blocking the Fire Lancers. That's disastrous. Rocket Card will go down, and the Fire Lancers were... Yeah, they were too late. And now you have to micro them in such a way that they would stay within the castle's minimum range. The thing is, if you're Belkross, you can't even make... Oh, he made a Scorpion. No, I think... No, you should have made a Mangonel here. Yeah, if you're Belkross, you can't even make Lightis, right? Because they will die to the Fire Lancers. Okay, but yeah, Fire Lancers are down. TheNagraj. Okay, this was a mistake. He should have made more Fire Lancers. And he calls the GG. Okay, so Belkross takes game 1. I think TheNagraj has had a nice window here. Because he broke through at the right, well, not the right time, but a good time. It's just... Yeah, the Rocket Card here blocking the Fire Lancers was not ideal. I don't think you send the Rocket Card in there. Right, you just see... I mean, I think you saw the... Yeah, I mean, even if you click on it, you cannot see the percentage, but you see this amount of... How are these things even called in English? I don't know. Yeah, I think I just don't know. It's not a matter of I don't remember. I just don't know how you call these thingies. Like these wooden platforms that... Do you just say platforms? I don't know. Building platforms. But yeah, I don't think you see... I don't think you send the Rocket Card in when you see that the structure looks like this. I think you just stay back with the Rocket Card and you send in the Fire Lancers, you put them in the Rams, and you keep pumping out Rams and Fire Lancers, right? Maybe you keep the Rocket Card here to make sure your opponent is not going to plug that hole. Oh, framework. Oh, okay. I thought there was some kind of specific... I thought there was a specific word for this kind of platforms when you're building buildings. Okay, just framework. Okay. But yeah, I think if TheNagraj keeps making Rams and Fire Lancers, and he's got the resources for that, right? And he's got... I mean, he's 1 TC behind this. His opponent is not. There's 4 TCs. And he's got a dock. He's got water control, rather, so... But again, with Koreans, you can do some crazy all-in pushes with the Rams and the Fire Lancers. So I think he had a chance here. But yeah. Nope, not this. This. I mean, overall, Belkross had better uptimes. I mean, despite how much TheNagraj was suffering on water in Feudal Age, which of course slowed down his food income, he had a competitive Castle Age time. But yeah, just 3k more resources collected for the Lithuanian is insane. Anyway, let's jump into game 2. By the way, I think they've played only 2 games in their set. Or rather, I have 2 Rex here, so I don't know. And, ooh. Okay. Okay, so Belkross has a similar situation to what I had in my game against Oladushek. He's got a siege tower at the start, and he's Burgundians. Please, please, just go Flemish militia here. I want to see that. I think if you're Burgundians and you see you have a siege tower at the start, you just go Flemish militia. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, Tech, I played the game with Burgundians and I got it. Belkross, he's playing the game as Burgundians and he's got it, so yeah, pretty high. Okay, let's check for resources. Yeah, these llamas are not eating well. Not a lot of food on them. And neither is this boar. Berries. Oh, there's no food on those berries. They've got no food overall. Yeah, this boar is 100. Deers are less than usual. Yeah, it's a good thing they have farms, because otherwise it would be very difficult to go up to feudalate here. I don't think we'll see a fast castle play here from neither of them. There isn't enough food to enough food to justify that. Okay, second boar in for Belkross. Of course, the board is going to run out quite quickly, so... Can you justify getting the wood upgrade here from Belkross? Because normally you would, right, as Burgundians. But given the amount of food on the map, is it too risky? Is it going to delay your feudalate too much? Also, scouting with the siege tower is such a pain in the ass. They're so slow. Oh, they actually move faster than a villager. Let's go. Yeah, not much gold on these, extra gold. Okay, that's a nice one. How about stone? Okay, that's a nice amount of stone. That's about standard, because you have 350 on a standard one. Oh, this wolf has food on him. Oh, Belkross is going for both the upgrades. Okay, no, he cancelled the farming one. And, I mean, yeah, he decided to mail the deers. They don't have that much food on them, but there's still a lot of them. What is it, 7? Yeah, 7. I mean, it's 98 per deer. So it's what? 7 686 food total, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's actually more than a normal patch of tears, isn't it? Yeah, it should be. Yeah, and Belkross is up. Of course, with slightly more veils than usual because of the lack of food. We have a barracks. We're making militia. And we're going on gold. Is this going to be the Flemish? Please let it be the Flemish. I mean, TheNagraj is on gold himself. He doesn't need a barracks because he's Khmer, so I'm guessing he's going to open archers. And granted, archers should be good against the Flemish militia. I forget how much pierce armor they have, but I think they have 1, just like the normal militia, if not 0. So yeah, in theory, archers should be good. The issue is the siege tower, right? You can just jump into the siege tower with your Flemish militia just to protect them from arrows. Okay. Okay, we're up to fuel age. Bolsaw coming in. Okay, together with Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms are going to get on the gold. Just... Okay, yeah, ooh, yeah. And they were fighting from uphill. Okay, that's nice. Man-at-Arms completed. There's no Flemish. I'm so disappointed, Belkross. Okay, Arson, and he's got more Man-at-Arms in queue. Okay. So it's not going to be Flemish militia, it's just going to be militia from Belkross. And I mean, if he can take down the mining camp, that's decent damage. Okay, he lost the militia. Ooh, that was nice micro from TheNagraj. He managed to kill a Man-at-Arm with the villagers without losing a single vill. But yeah, he lost the mining camp. I mean, he's got... Yeah, he's going to be able to drop another one. Oh, he's got no military buildings. I just noticed. Ooh. Okay, nice damage from Belkross. And he should know, right? He's just cruising around his opponent's base with the siege tower. He should know his opponent has no military buildings. And so, yeah, you can just continue with militia. Because there's no archers coming. There's no scouts. There's nothing. Oh, TheNagraj is thinking about the castle age. Okay. Wait, is the madman going to go for... Is he actually trying to go for the elephants? For the ballista elephants? No, no way. No way it works, right? Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing... yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing... what's it called? Scorpions. From the Khmer here. Right, you go up. Go fast castle Scorpions. You got the extra range. You got an amazing Nicobi anyway. And you see how many militia or rather mana terms your opponent is making, so you know he's not going to be up to Castle Age anytime soon. Okay, so Belkross is going for a preemptive tower on the stone. I'm not sure why. Meanwhile, he's just taking down buildings in his opponent's base. We got archers coming from TheNagraj. I mean, TheNagraj, he's trying to trap his opponent. But these are palisade gates against men-at-arms with arson. And the archer is attacking from downhill. Yeah, it's... Oh, if they run into the TC though. Okay, one down. Okay, that's good damage. Alright, that's a good cleanup for TheNagraj. Now there isn't enough men-at-arms to threaten the archers. We got the castle and we have no resources to make a castle, to get crossbow. We don't even have bodkin, or rather fletching. Belkross, okay, I like this. He is... Yeah, he was chopping the trees to drop the palisades. But here's the thing. You cannot defend with just palisades, right? Because of the siege tower. Okay, TheNagraj is... Yeah, he's researching crossbow before even having fletching. That's... unique, let's say. Ooh, and now we have crossbows in the eco, but yeah, there's skirmishers. Just jump into the siege tower. There we go. Yeah, these skirms should be able to take care of the crossbows. I know they're still... I mean, the crossbow just walked underneath the TC. I know they're still feudalized skirms, but... I mean, they got fletching. The crossbows don't, so they actually have the same range as the crossbows. And, I mean, they got 4 pierce. The crossbows have 5 base attack, so ooh. That castle is not going up. No way that castle goes up. Especially when we're only sending 5 vills. No, 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 no. These vills are just going to die to the skirmishers and the men-at-arms. This might be over. Okay, never mind. TheNagraj is going back. Okay, he's making a castle at home. He didn't lose a single veil because, well, skirmishers, they have no bodkin, so they hit nothing. Sorry, ballistics, not bodkin. But now what? I mean, sure, we got a castle, but... we don't really have the eco for... ballista elephants. I mean, we do have 11 farms, and these are Khmer farms, so... they're more... efficient. Opponent has 13. Yeah, it is going to be ballista elephants. Oh my god. I don't know about this. Okay, Belkross is completely walled. Do I like that castle? I don't, actually. Oh yeah, Belkross is walled, but these guys can just cut through tree lines, so... Okay, TheNagraj is going to try and be sneaky. Oh yeah, he's going the long way around. Is he? Yeah. It is so annoying to cut trees with the ballista elephant. It takes forever. If you hit at the right angle, you actually sometimes take out multiple trees, but yeah. Is Belkross going to notice? Okay, suddenly this castle is... It looks amazing. Wait, why do they have 0 bonus damage against archers? Huh. I mean, if they have bonus damage against archers, but that's 0. Does that mean that if they were to hit a unit with negative archer armor, they would deal bonus damage then? Huh. I mean, I know there used to be a bug when the unit came out, where they basically one-shotted archers and CA even, because they had, for some reason, their charge attack had crazy bonus damage against archers. I thought they just got rid of that, but apparently no, it's still there. Huh. Interesting, okay. Okay, second castle from TheNagraj. It could have been a little bit more aggressive. Okay, we're switching to monks. Both for taking relics and... I guess start some kind of push here. Okay, I don't think Belkross... Oh no, he knows about the castle, okay. I think if you're Belkross and you see these two castles, you probably start thinking about the Imperial, right? I mean, you're working on Borganico. You get amazing gunpowder in Imperial, you get bomber cannons. Khmer don't. So I think if you see two castles, there should be bells going off in your head telling you, okay, he might be going up to Imperial to try and push me with Trebs and monks. Khmer, they have decent monks. I mean, they miss Atonement, which isn't the best when, well, which is an issue when playing against monk civs. And they don't have block printing in Imperial. But I guess you can still do some shenanigans with the monks. Belkross going for more TCs. Okay. Okay, there's Imperial from TheNagraj. Okay, he's behind in eco compared to his opponent, but he does have 25 farms. And it's Khmer farms. I think if he can get to, I don't know, 7 or 8 ballista elephants with a couple of traps, he can sit here and take down this castle. All while... Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I think you delete this. The fact that the tower... Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just drop it in the back. There. Sure. But yeah, I think you can get to, I don't know, 7 ballista elephants. And 3 to 4 traps. Once you have that kind of army, you just come here, you take down the castle. All the while you use your castles to make more ballista elephants, and you just make a ballista elephant trap and monk push. That's probably TheNagraj's best option at the moment. He probably needs to either drop more farms or sell that wood. Does he have a market? Yeah, he does. Conscription? No, 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 no. Cancel that. Cancel that and make traps. Cancel that and make traps, please. I know you have 3 castles, but you're pretty tight on resources. You need that gold. Either cancel that or sell some food to make... What? No. Don't get hoardings. I mean, Belkross is not an imp. You don't need hoardings. That's 400 food and 400 wood, if I'm not mistaken. That's 2 traps worth of wood. He could have 2 traps in queue right now because he's got the gold. Okay, this castle is actually going to be decent now that I think about it. Because he can trap probably from there. He can trap the opponent's castle, and if Belkross tries to snipe the trap, then there's going to be 2 castles attacking. Okay, ballista elephants, we got more in queue. Okay, I like that. We got monks defending. We might lose this trap. Actually, we'll definitely lose that trap. And we'll lose this one. Yeah, Belkross has... I mean, Belkross has a very good eco. So he can kind of afford to lose some xRavyn if it means taking down the traps and slowing down this push. That's why I said I wanted him to have more traps and more elephants before trying this. Because if he had 4 traps here with 7 to 8 ballista elephants and the monks... I know, probably he still loses the traps. There's too many xRavyn. Yeah, now we have chemistry coming in from the Burgundians. We have no traps. I mean, we have 1 from the Khmer, but yeah, Burgundians now can just go cannons and xRavyn, I think. Okay, we're losing a lot of xRavyn there. Yeah, but he kills 3 traps. So, he's still fine. He actually has the eco to produce more. TheNagraj, he's got decent food eco. But he, if he keeps losing the traps, he's not going to be able to push. Onager. Onager even, okay. Got Burgundian Vineyards coming in, Architecture. Do they have hoardings? Okay, they do. So, Burgundians actually get fully upgraded castles. Well, aside from... Oh no, they also get Bracer. Okay. Do they have... Oh, I guess they miss Kitty Shot, so there's that. Yeah, Onagers just destroy the Ballista Elephants. You probably don't even need the Onagers here. I mean, they do well against Ballista Elephants, but let's say those were 5 Bomber Cannons instead. Or, well, 4 Bomber Cannons because there's 4 Onagers. I think you can still get decent shots on the... Yeah, they do have bonus damage against the Ballista Elephants. Yeah, Belkross now has enough to start pushing himself. He held. His opponent... I mean, he still has... Okay, he's trying a cavalry switch, but it's not going to work. Elite xRavyn coming in. I think they go from plus 20 to plus 27 with the charge attack, if I'm not mistaken, so that's decent. They also get... Oh, it's plus 25, okay. TheNagraj has no way to push this one back. He's trying to go for Cavalier, but Cavalier will just die to the xRavyn. Okay, Belkross with the get out of my game move. He's going for a Wonder. So, quick reminder that Alchemy League is played on standard victory, so... Yeah, you can go for a Wonder victory or a Relic victory. Also, hi Otter, welcome. Yeah, Belkross even stone one in the side. Just get... Yeah, get fortified walls, man. But yeah, TheNagraj has nothing now. And he calls the GG. So, Belkross takes the set to 0. Yeah, that was a nice one. I still think TheNagraj had windows in both games. Like the previous one, he just did not commit enough to the Rams and Fire Lancers thing. Here, he got to Imperial 4 minutes, well, more like 3 minutes earlier than his opponent. And he just got Conscription and Hoardings right away instead of going for trap numbers and elephant numbers. He trickle trapped. And I think that's what cost him the game. Now, I can see why he would go for... Or rather, I can understand why he would go for Conscription and Hoardings. He probably thought his opponent was up to Imp as well, and they would be getting to Imp at around the same time, so he wanted to have the advantage of Conscription for trap production, and he wanted to have Hoardings to better hold against the enemy traps. Still, I don't think you go for that. I mean, if you want to have a better castle to defend, just drop a university and get architecture and masonry, and you keep your castles for production. You don't just block trap or stop trap production for techs. Anyway, that was the first set for today. Actually, one thing I forgot to do, which I normally do, is to introduce the players. So, 1 second. No, why do I always forget how to do this? Yeah, I'll change overlay in a second. Just let me get this. Where are they? Because I don't even know what the difference in elo was here. Okay, so Belkross is seed 30. Yeah, now I can change overlay. Belkross seed 30, TheNagraj seed 35. So Belkross, he's from France. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to understand what anime that picture is from. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, player from France. He's got, yeah, he's 1200 elo. He's actually at his highest. And yeah, he's a newcomer to the league now that I think about it. Because I think the only other French player we've had in the league is Neos, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Belkross coming into the league as a newcomer and getting a set of TheNagraj, who granted is lower hero than he is. TheNagraj player from India, but he's been with the league for a couple of seasons now, if I'm not mistaken. So while he's not a veteran, he is definitely not a newcomer. So there's that. Yeah, also they didn't play game 3. Okay, so those were the players for this set, the one we just saw. So the next set is going to be Jskillz against xRavyn. So before we look at the draft, I mean, I guess we just took a look at the draft, but let's talk about the players. So xRavyn, player from Armenia. He actually played in season 1 of the league, and then he played in other seasons as well. He hasn't played in every single season, but yeah, he's basically a veteran at this point. Currently sitting at 1677, but he has a highest of 1794. And his opponent, Jskillz, I forget if he's new to the league or if he has been with us since some other season, but yeah, he's around the same elo. Actually, similar situation, right? You have a current elo of around 16 something something, almost 17, and the highest of 17 something something, almost 18. So this should be an interesting set. Also, I like the way xRavyn plays. I don't know. It's always enjoyable to watch him play. Okay, as for the draft, these are some crazy bans from the randomizer. So Persians, Malians, and Byzantines are very good as bans. Ethiopians can be good on some maps, I suppose. Same for Britons. I personally love Britons, but that's beside the point. And then, Jskillz banned Chinese, which is surprising to me. Humans, I can see why, right? Because you might find you in a situation where you're on a map where you just think, okay, I can do TC boom here. It's safe. So I can see why he would ban them. Well, of course, Mongols get sniped, as they should. And he was left with Burgundians, Koreans, Khmer, Italians, and Dravidians. Okay. I like this draft. Raven. He banned Malayan gods. Yeah, I like those bans. Malay can be such a pain to deal with sometimes because of the uptimes, so I like to see them banned. Same goes for God. I mean, no, gods can be a pain at certain stages of the game. And they do have the hunting bonus, which is nice on hyper random, so I like that ban. He got the Vietnamese sniped, which is an understandable snipe, right? You already don't know what the map looks like. You don't want to give your opponent the advantage of knowing where you are. And so Raven was left with Hindustanis, Lithuanians, Portuguese, Mayans, and Romans. Honestly, aside from Mayans maybe, I prefer Raven's draft. I would have probably swapped... If I could swap 2 civs, I would swap the Mayans for Burgundians. And that would be... Oh, maybe Portuguese for Khmer as well. I mean, no, Portuguese are fine. Okay, anyway. Those are the drafts. Let me load up games. And we'll see what these players have in store for us. Okay, here we go. Alright, Crazy Jones, see ya. Thank you for dropping by. Okay, oh, this is... okay. Interesting. Ooh, okay, sorry. We have to watch this first thing. Okay, Jskillz should win this. This is huge. Yeah, Raven was not watching, and so he got some hits. He got hit for free a couple of times. No, Raven, you need to send the veil to repair. Yeah, run away. Okay, so that was intense. We've got Italians for Jskillz, who is going to... Okay, he killed a llama over there. And he's repairing the galley. Oh, that's a fat javelina. Okay. And we've got Mayans from Raven, who is not going to repair the galley. That's a mistake. Because if you lose your galley and your opponent has a... Oh, they also started with a... I'm not going to pronounce that. But yeah, they start with a hero as a scout. Yeah, if you lose your galley and your opponent still has their galley, you basically cannot fish in Dark Age. That's actually something I don't like about some hyper-random generations where you start with a warship. It's too much of a gamble. I mean, if it is a fire, then sure, maybe... No. Even with fires, I don't like it, because you still have to repair. Yeah, I don't like it. It makes everything a little bit too snowbally. Okay, we got a house here from Jskillz. Raven, he's keeping the galley alive. Is Jskillz coming back because he knows about the galley? No, he doesn't. Yeah, he's not going that way, so he doesn't know. But he might be able to spot it with the king. Okay, he'll know about the galley. Yeah. Now he can just snipe the galley. That sucks for Raven. Yeah, I mean, Jskillz can now just patrol from here to here with the galley and basically prevent Raven from getting fish. Oh, actually, never mind. He can just stay here because you have minimum range on the dock. Yeah, this is awful for Raven. Should the dock be able to garrison the villager? Probably. Maybe? I mean... I guess if a fishing ship can, then I don't see why a villager shouldn't. But at the same time... Yeah, I'm thinking, because as someone who plays a lot of Nomads, on one hand, I don't like that. On the other, I do, and that's because on Nomad you often see just villagers shanking each other on the docks, getting walled in and whatnot. So, if I'm in the position of the one who's walling and shanking, then I don't like that. But if I'm the position of the one getting walled in and shanked, then yeah, suddenly I like that because I can save my vill. So I don't know. If anything, actually, I would have liked that to be a Civ bonus, right? Like, they gave every single Civ the ability to garrison fishing ships in the docks. Why not give, for example, Gurjaras the ability to garrison villagers in the docks? That could have been an option. But anyway, Raven is up to feudal. Jskillz hasn't even clicked. He might be going a fast castle, but he can't even... Yeah, he barely manages to click up to feudal age. I don't think he's going to have enough to go up to castle age here. He's going to get pushed off water. Raven, he's opening fires. So he's going to be able to take care of the galley, and eventually he can take down the fishing ships. Now, again, docks have minimum range, right? So Raven could just sit underneath the dock with the fire and take it out, without having to worry about getting killed by the arrows. And fires, they do take down docks quite quickly. No, don't make hulks. I think you keep making fires. Ooh, and we have a forward from Raven. Okay, let's go, Raven. But yeah, I think you see your opponent is not even up to feudal. I think you keep making fires, just to take down the docks. And then, once you see your opponent is in feudal, you should have a decent amount of fires, and you start making galleys. Because your opponent will eventually make hulks to counter the fires, so you just make the galleys to counter the hulks. I think that's how I would play it. And yeah, Jskillz is making hulks, as he should. there is a lot of fires. Okay, Raven is going to add his own hulks. I don't know, I think you just add galleys at this point, right? Okay, archers out. Archers with us, we got a spear acting as a mid shield. Don't lose the archer to the TC. Don't lose the archer to the TC. Oh well. I guess he was microing on water. Yeah, he probably was. I mean, Raven took down the dock. There's 2 from Jskillz and 2 for Raven as well, so... But yeah, now Raven can just disrupt the wood collection from Jskillz. He's losing too many archers for free. Yeah, I understand he's focusing on water. Like he's microing on water, but I think... Given the advantage you had on water, because you got to fuel so much faster, I think you can afford to look away from water and focus more on your archers. Because it's very unlikely you're going to lose water because of the amount of ships you had compared to your opponent. Another archer goes down to villagers. That's a sloppy from Raven. And now Jskillz can just make a couple of skirmishers, and that's going to be it. Now that said, Raven will have water. His eco is looking much better than Jskillz. He actually has 700, 800 more resources collected. And he's got a forward barracks. So if you see skirmishers and you see your opponent is this open, you might even consider adding eagles here, I believe. But Raven, he's being too stubborn with the fires. You need to stop making fires, I think. Just go full hulks. Or full galleys at this point. Yeah, there's the eagles. Second range from Jskillz. Does he know about the forward? He doesn't. So, to his knowledge, the archers might be coming from here. That's actually good for Raven. Oh, Raven is going to click up to castle. Okay, that's good. Okay, you're up to castle. I think now you just keep messing navy and army. You don't show that. And then you use the Castle Ace power spike to just run over your opponent's military. Oh, Jskillz only now taking the Fat Javelina. That's why he was late to feudal. Okay. Yeah, Otter, I agree. If he had waited a little bit with the archers, or, you know, if he hadn't lost every single one to villagers, he would have probably taken the game. And he doesn't need to engage now with the hulks. Just stay back. Stay back, you just get your upgrades. And I think from here you just flood your opponent's base with eagles, right? There's no need to keep on making archers. Yeah. Maybe even send another Veil forward to make another barracks. Maybe even here. And you just keep making... You just spam eagles. He's going to have the eco to get the upgrades. Does he have a market? I think he needs a market. He's got so much food that he doesn't really need when going Eagles. Oh, taking the fight before... I mean, he's going to win that fight, but it could have been more... Oh yeah, he wins that fight. I mean, he wins it, but it's still a good fight for Jskillz because he's taking down numbers before the upgrades come in. Okay, there goes Eagle Warrior. Okay, we got a second barracks. Where is it? Where's this guy? Why is there a barracks over there? Okay, Raven. Maybe drop a... Actually, no. Just wait before dropping the second TC. Just drop... Yeah, more farms. No, don't run after the... Raven, please. Please, no. Go attack. Go attack. Go attack. Go attack. Go. I think if you're Raven and you saw these scouts, just wall. Just wall here. You're going to win water anyway. And you keep spamming Eagles. Wall here, send the Vil forward to make it siege and then the barracks, and you're fine. Okay, Jskillz, triple stable, that's not going to be sustainable. He's going to have 5 knights out, but that's still knights with no upgrades whatsoever. They're still going to be able to take care of Eagles. We just didn't have enough Eagles. Or rather, we don't have enough Eagle production buildings. If Raven had, let's say, 3 barracks total, pumping out Eagles, then I think you can even take the fight against Knights. Because you keep raiding the gold, so you prevent your opponent from making more Knights, and you eventually win. Okay, he's walling up. That's the right. That's the right choice. Second TC. Jskillz still doesn't know about this, by the way. He's going to try and raid Raven's base. Raven being... No, dude, please. Dude. Don't do this to me. Come on! Okay, sure, he's going to convert one knight. Okay, the knights are out. So that's something. Okay, we've got a lot of knights here for Jskillz, already 10 of them. Still just the first armor, not even bloodlines. So Eagles should still be able to take decent fights. And Raven, he's ahead in eco, right? He's 2 TCs, he's got 3k more resources collected, he's got water control. Jskillz is not going to be able to come back on that. And, I mean, where is it? We now have Catapult Galleon from Mayans, so He even has an option in late game if he takes control of the water to completely control the map. I don't... How much range do catapult galleons get? Is it like Drummond? Or is it less? I still haven't used them, now that I think about it. I still haven't seen them, honestly. Oh, they're bad, okay. I mean, minions, they still get galleons with bracers, so there's still that for water control. And you can eventually go into demos. But, yeah. Hulks are actually decent against land units because they have a lot of melee armor. They do die to archers, actually, but they still should be decent against the knights. And honestly, Raven, dude, just make a couple of demos. You make a couple of demos, you get a good shot on these knights, and it's basically GG, because you're going to be so ahead. Okay, yeah. We're thinking about that. Demolition ship. Second TC from Italians. Okay, I was about to say, how does he know about that? Yeah, he's just running around randomly with the skirmishers. Okay. Okay, demos coming out. Oh, this could be a big bada boom. Raven. Could have been better. Ooh! Yes. Yes, Raven. Let's go. Oh. Okay, yeah, and Jskillz wanted to go and come forward for a castle drop, but no. No castle drop for you. Kills the monk, that's still good value. Okay, Jskillz is going to get a castle up, but... I mean, aside from giving him a position where to dock, that castle is not going to do too much, right? Because... Oh, nice base. Nice side base from Raven. Because, I mean, this castle doesn't really prevent his opponent from coming in and raid him. Genoese don't really work against Mayans. And we don't really have the rest for imp. Raven, on the other hand, where is he going? Oh, he wants a castle. Oh, I love this from Raven. Let's go. Imagine if he knew about that TC. The castle could have gone up here. And I think with that amount of vills and some walls... Yeah, you just wall out the knights and the castle goes up. I think we'll see Raven sell all of the wood once the castle goes up. That's just to click imp. Come on, Raven, sell the wood. Make me happy. Okay, yeah, he must have clicked Imperial. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I think we're going to see plumes, right? Yeah, it's going to be plumes. So, Italians, they do get onagers, so that's still going to be a decent option against the plumes. bomber cannons, I don't know, because there are such mobile units that I think you can dodge the bomber cannon shots. Ooh, oh, okay, now Jskillz is going to know about the castle. Another demo. Okay, Jskillz is going to know about that TC due to the archer. Oh, xRavyn made a single plume. But yeah, what do Italians do against plumes? Because, I mean, you could go Cavalier, but it feels like plumes they still trade decently against. Against standard Cavaliers, right? Another demo. Do I like that castle? It's a safe one. It basically protects the whole entrance to... It protects the entrance to xRavyn's whole eco. Actually, just noticed. xRavyn had a very wallable map here. Right? A wall here and you're protected. Jskillz was so open with his map gen. Okay, xRavyn got to Imperial. He's staying on pikeman. He's got so much stone. Holy. Honestly, the way he could play this game is... You get Halberdier. You get a couple of castles to take down this one. And then you just send 20 villas forward and you drop 3 castles on your opponent's face. But yeah, no, Jskillz. Yeah. Yeah. So Jskillz loses game 1, xRavyn takes game 1. That was a nice game. It is unfortunate, yeah, castle drops everywhere. It is unfortunate that Jskillz didn't find his boar at the start. That's actually weird, because, again, his map is so open, and the boar was about there. It's not even about, you know... I mean... Yeah, this isn't even a matter of him being unfortunate. It's just weird to leave a blob of black like that, like, right outside your TC range, right? Yeah, Otter, they did have this scouting unit, the one I refused to say the name. Yeah, this one. Which also has a good line of sight and good speed, so... yeah, I'm sorry, Jskillz, that's on you. That's not justifiable. Yeah, xRavyn with 9k more as collected. I mean, that's also Mayans being Mayans. Did the scouting unit actually survive until the end? It did. It did. Yeah, Otter. I mean, Udayadit Yavarman. It's doable. It's just, I don't know, too long of a word for my taste. I guess you being German makes it easier for you because you have crazy long words, but that's. But yeah. Okay, let's go into game 2. Yeah, no, I was joking. Okay, so game 2, it is going to be a water map. Well, kind of a water map. No, I don't think you can walk on this. Judging by the minimap, can you? Okay, they start with a horse. Okay, yeah, no. That horse cannot walk on water. I suppose. Oh, they do start with the fishing ships. Okay, so fishing ship with... Okay, I like the fact that they're both just docking straight away. Raven seems to be... Yeah, he was much closer to the water than Jskillz was. That's a big difference. Okay, Javelina, decent amount. So yeah, this is going to be just a big water fight. Now, no, I have to prefer Koreans here, right? I know you do not have access to demos, but still. Yeah, it has to be Koreans. By the way, I'm still so mad that this bonus from the Romans does not apply to the Hulks. I feel like it should. I would be okay with the galley line not having that bonus and the Hulks having it. Honestly. Yeah, exactly, Otto. I mean, if you look at it from an historical point of view, that's literally the Roman way of fighting. You just grab onto your opponent's ship and you turn it into a land battle on ships. So yeah, which I guess no, I don't think that's the reason why they gave them this bonus. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, although, oh, never mind. Romans don't have demos as well. No, they do now? Huh? I kind of missed that. So Romans now have demos, okay. So... Nah, I still prefer Koreans here. You just open Hulks here. You just open Hulks. It's easier for Koreans to spam them because of the discount. Yeah, I just prefer Hulks. Just go Koreans. Yeah, just go Hulks with the Koreans and you're fine. Also, xRavyn, he could maybe shoot his opponent's fishing ships if he garrisoned the dock. Okay, xRavyn taking all of the ostriches. He should be... Yeah. He's up. Jskillz will click up as well in a moment. Jskillz with 50 seconds of idle TC time. Yeah, I was about to say, how is he clicking up later if he's got less villagers? But yeah, that's going to explain that. And he's not even clicking up. Okay, now we go. There we go. But yeah, xRavyn will have 2 docks, so will Jskillz. But xRavyn will have 30 seconds of advantage. Single lumber camp. I don't think I like single lumber camp. Yeah, Otto. Honestly, the first 2 Punic Wars, I don't remember much about the third one. Oh, there we go. Fishing ship goes down. The first 2 Punic Wars, they have some parts about them that feel like a fever dream to some degree, because the first one, I mean, the Romans, they lost their entire navy, what, 3-4 times? Not to the Carthaginians, but to storms and whatnot, and they still didn't give up. And then in the second one, Hannibal was in the Italian peninsula just raiding for, what was it, 15 years, something like that. All the time thinking, oh, they will surely give up now. No, the Romans just never gave up. It's amazing. Punic Wars are amazing. Anyway, back to the game. So, again, it's fire opening from xRavyn, which I don't like. It feels like xRavyn is still a little bit confused about how new water works. And that's a shame, because he had the timing advantage. Oh. But he got reminded in the previous game about the demos. There's going to be one. Actually, how do demos do against Romans? Sorry, Hulks. Because Hulks, they have a lot of melee armor. If I'm not mistaken, demos deal melee damage. Okay, nice move from xRavyn to lure his opponent into the dock's fire. Okay, just one sec. Yeah, 75 melee. Oh, no bonus damage against ships. So they don't take out a Hulk with a single explosion. But a good shot from xRavyn here could be very nice in helping his Hulks. Oh, no, that's a wasted demo. Okay, question. Do the Hulk's hooks get stopped by the dock the way that the fire's fire does? It shouldn't, right? Yeah, I don't think they get stopped by the docks. But yeah, another demo from xRavyn. Could be a decent one. And behind this, I mean, xRavyn Eco is going to always look better, just because you are Romans, and so you work faster. Yeah, 500 more resources collected. He is falling back on water though, and that's why I said I prefer Koreans, just because of the discount. It is so much easier for Jskillz to sustain production here. Also, at this point, if you're Raven, I think you can justify just messing galleys in your dock. In your docks, you get about... Yeah, you get 3 galleys per dock. You get 9 of them. Hulks do not take down docks anyway, so you got time. You do that, and then you jump out and you just micro down the Hulks. Because it's going to be easier than microing down fires. And then, since you know that your opponent is going to go... Okay, decent. Since you know that your opponent is going to eventually go into fires if he sees galleys, you run away with the galleys. So the Hulks... I don't know why I keep calling them Dromans. The Hulks chase you. And then you prepare Hulks of your own to take down the fires, which are eventually going to come out. Okay, there's the fire. Not sure for what reason. Ooh, ooh. Okay, takes down a single... Okay, I like this from Raven. Another dock. So neither player seems to be close to clicking up to Castle Age. Yeah, we have a market from Jskillz, but he doesn't have enough on gold to be able to abuse that. Raven, on the other hand, okay, his woodline needs to be reset. Just make 2 lumber camps, 1 here, and you're fine. Oh, transport. Oh, Raven. Raven, you sneaky boy. Let's go. Yeah, Raven is tired of this whole naval fight bullcrap, and he's just going for land. If he remembers about the Veil. Now, do keep in mind that throughout all of this, Jskillz has had fishing ships working. He's got 2 in the dock there, just to help out with the fight, but he's got these 2 working. Raven is still far away from Castle Age. Yeah, there we go. Drop another lumber camp. Yeah, but refreshing that lumber camp this late is going to be an issue, because he's got no wood. Yeah, he's got no wood to make more navy, and he's got no wood to drop forward buildings. He needs to be careful not to get spotted by his opponent. I mean, it's unlikely Jskillz is going to be looking at this, but... Raven, we need the market. I mean, if Raven drops a market and then drops, I don't know, 2 stables here as he's going up to Castle Age, he's probably in a great position then. He could potentially raid his opponent to death. Because then you can just take these veils from wood and put them on farms. So you're going to have decent eco. You still have a dock over here, so you still have potential to come back on water. Oh yeah, you're Romans. Just go Longswords. You're right. I think we have Castle Age queued up behind the... No? No, Raven, we need to kill Cap to Castle. Get a market, dude. Please. Please. We're making militia. Why are we making militia? Oh, to be fair though, Jskillz is being ballsy with his farms. Farming away from his TC, so... Is that a market? put more bills on that market, dude, please. Surprise! This is not good for Raven, though. He would have wanted to keep that hidden. And now Jskillz knows. So yeah, he's going to drop barracks, and then he can just go for... Honestly, you can just go for knights at this point. I don't know why he got the armor, the infantry armor. Oh, by the way, we already have the infantry armor in for Raven. So those militia are not going to go down to villagers. Wait, is Jskillz going to go for Fire Lancers? He might. No. Okay, it was just to get a range down. Or rather up. Okay. Oh, no. It is going to be Fire Lancers. But they die to... I guess if it's Men-at-Arms, it's still okay. But, I mean, Raven? He's up to castle. He's got 2 barracks pumping Men-at-Arms. Roman Men-at-Arms, by the way. He's got 22 on foot. That's... Yeah, those are Roman farmers, by the way. He's going to be able to take down the market. Jskillz is going for a castle. So that could be an issue for Raven eventually. But what if Raven adds... I mean, I think the moment you get to Castle Age as Raven, you just drop a monastery and a siege workshop. You get a couple of monks out to convert the initial war wagons. And then you just add rams behind the swords, right? So your monks kinda suck because you have no sanctity. But still, if you can get a single conversion off, it's still worth it. Okay, Raven will now know about the castle. Don't lose the militia. Please, dude. Okay, go back. Okay, let's go. Okay, straight for the siege workshop. I mean... Could even go for a 3rd barracks, honestly. Again, you're working with Roman eco. I think you can sustain 3 barracks and a TC. Right? Second armor is already in. He is only missing the 2nd attack upgrade. Squires, I like that. Let's get some mobility on those boys. Okay, I like the monastery. Now, don't show the rams. Because Jskillz is a little bit rattled at the moment. He's now thinking about getting a siege workshop up with a... What's it called? A rocket car behind to defend from rams. So I think you mass 4 to 5 rams. Of course, well, Raven does not know that. I think you mass 4 to 5 rams. And then you rush your opponent, right? Before he has time to get the Mangonel ready. Ooh, this is a good fight. Huge value for Raven. Let's go. Make runs. Spam units, dude. Oh crap. I did not notice this. Oh. What? No. No. Why? No! Why would you call it there? Raven!
Impera. Salve, Impera.
Raven, dude, you were winning. Well, not winning, but you definitely... I mean, you don't care about this single war wagon here, right? You just drop 2 monasteries and you just spam monks. You're going to have gold access because of the TC. You have this entire side of the map to expand to. Jskillz doesn't really have anything over here. Also, it's wagons with no fletching. So, sure, I mean, Raven has to maybe take his attention away from this. Maybe keep the units backward. Or just, you know, run around his opponent to prevent him from expanding. And he has to focus on this. But I mean, this castle is not game ending. I mean, what does it deny? It denied 3 farms. 4. That's it. Doesn't deny this gold. Doesn't deny this gold. Doesn't deny this stone. Doesn't deny that gold. Sure, these farms are exposed, but again, couple of monasteries, you convert those wagons, and you're fine. Or even just make scorpions. Especially with Roman eco behind. Oh well. Jskillz takes game 2 then, I guess. And yeah, that's just the power of the Romans. Okay, so let's get into game 3, because these guys actually played 3 games. And we have Raven with the Hindustanis, and Jskillz with the Khmer. And hold on, has Raven just changed color every single game? I forget what color he was game 1, but I think he has changed color every single game. Anyway. Okay, nice map. That's a lot of fish. That's a lot of food on that fish. Yeah, you definitely want to dock here. Jskillz already going for it. They start with a barracks. That's actually great for the Khmer. Well, kinda. Well, not great, but it's nice, because normally with Khmer you just skip the barracks. So if you find yourself going into a mirror scout matchup, you don't have the barracks for this spear, right? But I guess at the same time, you're giving your opponent the chance to skip the barracks himself, because he really has that. So the Khmer bonus count kind of gets nullified there. Oh. Oh, okay, didn't notice that. They have an Albardier as their starting scout. Okay, so definitely don't open scouts on this map. What's the javelina like? Okay, decent. No, crappy amount. What about the berries? Decent amount. Okay, Raven just now going for the dock. He's going to be one fishing ship behind compared to his opponent. That's a lot of wood on those stragglers. But there isn't much on these normal trees. Okay. Oh, hey Nagraj. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Are they both scout civs? I mean, you don't really want to stay on archers with Hindustanis. But you can definitely open archers with Hindustanis. Same with Khmer. Khmer actually gets Arbalester and, well, they're missing Thumbring, but that's it. I would like to see CA maybe. Nah, no. No point in going CA. Yeah, pushing with the halberdier is such a pain because they don't move. Oh, well, actually, no. Doesn't matter if they move faster or not than a scout. Because you have to factor in the movement speed of the gazelle. Four fishing ships for Jskillz. Only 2 for Raven. Also, Raven's dock position is not the greatest. But I mean, yeah, it's going to take a while before he has to redock. And he might not know that the 2 waters are not connected. Hold on, what's the scouting like for the Raven? Okay, so Raven will know that the water doesn't go on here, so... And well, he sees no water there, so the water doesn't surround the map. He might be thinking that the water goes around like this. Or there's a bigger water over here. That's a lot of ships. That said, 3, 6, 9, 11. 4, 8, 11. Yeah, Raven. Yeah, Raven has 6 more fish over here. So, yeah. His dock is more inefficient, but he's got more fish on his hands. So, yeah, that's 2k more food. Okay, both are up to feudal age. Jskillz kind of losing there the battle with the halberdier. Probably was not paying attention.
No Bob Rania.
Villager, yeah, she has loom, so... Oh. That's an issue. Please, Raven, notice this. So, Raven is going forward to dock his opponent's pond. He will lose the villager. Yeah, he will lose the villager. Yeah, she's now going to fight back, but the wolf is attacking from uphill. Yep. So villagers don't automatically fight back if they get attacked by wolves while they're just walking. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, which is why if you're sending your villager on the other side of the map, either pay better attention to it, or I mean, he wanted to dock over here, right? And he saw this. Just tell your villager to go and build a palisade over there. And so on the way, if she gets attacked by a wolf, she will fight back. Jskillz getting wheelbarrow, not sure for what. You normally want to delay that with the Khmer because it mainly affects farms. But you don't really need that on Khmer farms because of how efficient they are. Oh, Jskillz trying to get in with some militia, but yeah, Raven already with the archers in. He's got fletching. Just came in for Jskillz. And Raven, yeah, he saw the men-at-arms. Okay, he's going to see archers. Does he add some skirmishers? No, he doesn't. He was trying to go forward with the Vil to disrupt the fishing eco, which would be nice. Okay, he's getting the armor. Jskillz already has it, and he has more numbers on the field. But yeah, Raven has the uphill advantage. Raven might be able to clean this with proper micro. Yep. And the wolf goes for... Wait. Hold on a second. So... Okay, the wolf... Okay, it goes for the militia because it was the closer one. Kills the militia. Goes for the archer because it's the closest one. And doesn't bother with Raven. Hex. But yeah, Raven can just clean this. It's actually difficult to tell apart higher terrain here because yeah, this is higher than this. This is higher than this. Okay, Raven switching into scouts already. The halberdier is still in the TC. So there's that. Jskillz with 15 fishing ships. But they're bumping into each other. So yeah, that's nice. But it's not going to be that efficient. Raven. He likes his vegetables with his fish. So a little bit more balanced situation. But yeah, it is showing. The amount of fishing ships from Jskillz is showing. And he's up to castle age. He's up to castle. He's not in immediate danger. And this might be a quick game. Because I think Raven... He's still open over here, which is an issue. Yeah, Raven is so far away from castle age. He's investing into scouts. Of course, he doesn't know about the amount of fish that his opponent is on. Jskillz taking a fight before castle age. I don't like that. Just stay in your base. Just stay in your base and wait for upgrades. You're fully walled, so you don't need to be out there. Okay, we got scouts from Raven. Raven might move forward and try to take out the mass before it gets upgraded. Oh, come on. Okay, we're going to go back and look at that. Okay, yeah, crossbow coming in. We even got university. We're not going to be able to afford... What's it called? Ballistics. Because of the wood situation. That knight will go down. Just run away. Yeah, if you're Raven, you just run away. Just run away. At this point, Yuriko is going to be more efficient than your opponents because you are already in farms. Your opponent is not. Honestly, if Raven manages to get out a couple of hulks and kill this fish, he's actually going to do his opponent's favor because... No! Oh, that hurts. Raven, fight. Just fight back. You're going to lose them anyway. Ah. Jeez. Wait, is Raven making no units? What is he going for? Okay, he's getting... Bloodlines. Units are going to get in over there. And Ribbon is still open over here. Yes, way. Yeah, he's not going to be able to take those resources. I think Raven is cooked. Oh, he's going to try and force that TC down. Yes. Ooh, no. No, 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 no. It's not going to work. Yeah, I mean, Gulam, seeing as he was making no units as he was going up to castle, I would have liked Gulam. But then he was going up to castle, making no units, and he was not on stone. Now, granted, both of his stones were exposed, so that's understandable. But then, just make something else as you go up to castle, right? Just add skirmishers, you get elite skirming castle aids, and then you take it from there. So at the very least, you're not going to be dying to the crossbows. But yeah, I think, yeah, there's 38 crossbows on the field for Jskillz. He's adding elephants, he's adding monks, he's adding siege. Well, he's not making siege yet. And Raven is making him the favor of freeing up his pop space, so... yeah. So yeah, Jskillz takes game 2, and thus he wins the set 2-1. Now for Raven, I think... So I think if he doesn't lose this villager, right? If he notices, then he gets the dock on his opponent's pond, and suddenly this amount of investment from Jskillz is pretty much useless, right? And Jskillz, I don't think he ever went to farms for the whole game. Suddenly, if he loses this, he's not up to castle faster, and the game basically doesn't snowball from there. Because in feudal, Raven was winning. He was winning the fights. But yeah, Raven was... I'm not going to say unlucky, because he should have noticed. And this will... oh. Okay, maybe this is unlucky. Because he goes, okay, I'm not going to send my Vil through here because his army is over there, so he might see that. I'm going to go all the way around. Yeah, sure, but there's 2 Komodo dragons. Not one, which would have still been fine. 2 Komodo dragons. And that Vil is going to die to the second Komodo dragon. Okay, I'm just going to watch that Vil die. And then we can go. Yep. Yeah, I think if Raven notices the first Veil being attacked by the wolf, he can just take down that wolf. I don't think the Veil going through there would aggro the Komodo dragons which were over there. And so he gets his stock up, kills the fish, and I think that's a completely different game. Oh well. Okay, so that was the second set for today. Now I'm going to take a little break, like 2, maybe 3 minutes, and then we can jump into the third set for today. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, third set is going to be... It's not this one. Okay, it's going to be Chanchilaru against e1sTea. So let's take a look at the profiles. Actually, seed 3 and seed 4. So this should be good. Okay, so Chanchilaru, who changed his name to Black Eye Monk, I don't know, to this. He is a 2K player from Chile with a highest of 2K2. He has been playing in the league for a long time, so he is a veteran. And actually, the same could be said about e1sTea, a player from Germany, around the same elo. Chanchilaru has a highest elo, has a higher highest elo, but e1sTea has a higher current elo, so about the same there. And just like Chanchilaru, e1sTea has been with the league for a long time. So yeah, this is going to be basically a set between two veterans of the league. So, looking at the safe draft, we have the usual 5 random bans. These are actually insane bans, especially the Malians and the Burgundians, and the Saracens, I suppose. Chanchilaru went on to ban Persians and Portuguese, got the Khmer sniped, and was left with Georgians, Vietnamese, Berbers, Italians, and Spanish. e1sTea, he banned Mongols and Chinese, and was left with Malay, Koreans, Armenians, Japanese, and Bohemians, because Bengalis were sniped. I wonder if Chanchilaru sniped the Bengalis due to the fact that you still have the whole phosphor thing available to them. Could be, but then again, you can do the same with Koreans. Anyway, that's going to be it for the draft. Well, actually, Tech, so I don't know if that is actually his dog. But it's weird because every time I look at that picture, I get reminded of... Hold on. Oh, I don't even remember the name of that record. I'll try to think about it and then I'll show you. Let's just get into game 1 first. So let me load that one up. Yeah, I don't know if that's his dog or some random dog he found on the internet. That's all I'm saying. Okay, oh, this is... Okay. Yeah, I see. I agree. Okay, so... Triple to sea start with a siege tower and an archer range. And we got hybrid terrain in the middle with no fish. Okay. Oh god, this is going to be amazing. So, Chanchilaru in the blue playing as the Vietnamese, and e1sTea in the yellow playing as the Malay. Okay, so positive note, they have berries on their TCs. e1sTeas are a little bit more efficient. Chanchilarus are not. So what about the ostriches? Okay, ostriches have a decent amount of food on them. The rhinoceros almost... no, that's a bad amount of food for a rhinoceros. I mean, we've seen lower today, but still. I mean, is the melee bonus that nerfed? I do prefer the Vietnamese here because you have so many vills that, yeah, having strong, faster eco upgrades is going to be nice, but I mean, could you justify just going for some kind of fast in play here as the melee? Like you get to, I don't know, 40 vills, maybe even 50 in Dark Age, and then you just rush through the ages and you go to Imp. You would have to wall like a madman, but... Oh wait, Chanchilaru is not... Oh, he doesn't see the boar. That's going to be huge. And... Yeah. e1sTea with lower idle TC time. Still, both players are getting some, but... Oh, this is interesting. So the Vietnamese bonus tells you about all of the starting TCs. Ah, yeah. Yeah, because it says Town Centers. So I guess it gives you vision on the first TC, which gets spawned. Because it's not really at the start of the game, right? Because on Nomad, you get vision on the first TC. But I guess due to the fact that the TCs are spawned at the same time, you just see all of them. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter much, but still, it's interesting to see. I guess it doesn't matter on a map like this, where the TCs spawn this close to each other. But sometimes on multiple TCs start, you see one TC here and the other, I don't know, over here. So I guess in that case it would be nice. I don't know, it's just interesting to me that it works like that. Actually, getting farms up here is going to be an issue. Oh! Or rather, a pain. No. Shoot! Let's go. Oh, yeah, just kill it over there because there's a TC anyway. So neither player is up to feudal yet. I'm guessing they're going to be delaying this as much as possible. Okay, neither is thinking about water. I think... I mean, he has scouted. Yeah, I would have to go back to the start of the game. At the start of the game to see if they got vision on the water. Because I'm curious if it gives you vision on the water only when there's fish. Or if it gives it to you always. Okay. Second boar coming in. Well, doesn't have that much food, but e1sTea is up. ice-Tea is up. What is he going to go for? He's on gold. He's not going to be able to go castle behind this right away. He could probably do some kind of boom here. Some feudal boom into, I don't know, elephants? It's not making him... Oh, he already has a military building, so... Oh, actually, he already has a archer range, so he only needs one more to... Yeah, he only needs one building. Is it going to be Karambits? No way. I mean, you have a siege tower, so Karambit's not the craziest idea. Also, I like how, due to the fact that they have siege towers, they both started out walling with houses. I think ice-Tea kind of forgot over here. But yeah. Because you don't want to wall with single palisade lines, but right? Because otherwise the siege tower can just drop units on the other side. Okay, ice-Tea manages to click up. He's not going to have enough vills. Sorry, enough stone for a castle. Oh. Oh, it's just going to be water control from him. That makes sense, yeah. Hulks. Wait, is no loom? No, okay, he got loom. Do you have bonus damage against something? You don't. Oh wait, is that why Hulks suck so much against buildings? Because of the -3 against standards? Oh. Oh, that's huge though. He takes out the siege tower. Wait, that looked... Sorry, I have to go back. I mean, I know they have negative armor, but... Oh, wait, is that because they shoot multiple hooks? It has to be, right? It's 18 per shot. Sorry. It's 18 per shot, right? You got 4. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's because they shoot multiple things. Okay, yeah. So every single hook deals 4 damage. Okay. Chanchilaru hasn't even clicked up to Castle Age. And he's probably going for a castle himself. Okay, ice-Tea is going to have it on this side. I'm a little bit surprised he went for a defensive one. Okay, now he's making Karambits. Was it kind of a panic castle because he saw the barracks? I mean, you just could just stonewall and drop the castle in the middle, no? Or even on your opponent's face, right? Because you expect them to not have army because of the nature of the map, because of the 3 TCs. You expect them to be on full boom. And so they should not have army to deny the castle. Okay. So Chanchilaru is going forward with builds. Only 7 of them. Which isn't a lot, but he's thinking about a 4-block castle. And honestly, a castle here or here would be... probably here. Just to keep it away from the water, just in case. Although, do you want to castle drop the Vietnamese... sorry, the Malay? Who are going to beat you to Imperial Age timings anyway? I don't know. Now that said... Oh, second castle from xRavyn. Okay. And he's going crazy with the crime bits. Okay. And we have elephants from the Vietnamese. But he's making C8 home. I guess that makes sense if you see the crime bits. I mean...
Apa syahsananya, Baginda?
I mean, elephants should work well against the crime bits because they are so squishy. Third castle here for xRavyn. His base is going to be very well defended. He's also adding monks, and he's ready with the crime bits. Now the good thing for Chanchilaru is that he's got this TC down here, which is going to be giving him some extra eco. Ooh. xRavyn. Okay, xRavyn will know about that. He's eventually going to build that outpost, so he will know about that TC. And yeah, his elephants are not going to be finding any damage because of the triple castle from xRavyn and the monks in defense. There's 6 monks. That's going to be enough. But only 7 carambits. I think xRavyn could start thinking about Imperial here. Yeah, there we go. Honestly, maybe this third castle was not needed. Maybe you drop it here. Or even this one was not needed. Drop it here. You drop it forward. Suddenly you're going to be in Imperial in about 1 minute and 30 seconds. You have a good spot to attack from. You start making traps. You trap down your opponent. Also, it might be just me, but I would even go for Thalassocracy here. Just spam dogs all over the map. You got the... don't really have that much wood. Okay, there's Imperial. Actually, we have Imperial from Chanchilaru as well. The thing is, Chanchilaru, while he has a good eco, kind of feels like he cannot decide on what to make. I mean, to some degree, you could say the same about e1sTea, right? Oh, never mind. He knows what he wants. Karambits, still missing the attack upgrades. That's weird though. We're going Elite Karambit, but we're getting Bracer and Ballistics. I guess for the Navy. I'm not sure I like the Karambit choice. Especially when we're making them at home and not in streaming them in our opponent's base, right? Because... Sorry. Now we're giving time to our opponent to just mess up Rattan Archers, which are going to be amazing against the Karambits. They could go for Elephants. And I mean, we got Elite Karambit Warrior for 6 units. We're not making any more. And now we're getting Chemistry. Yeah, heavy warships. Okay, e1sTea wants to control the water to control the game. It makes sense. If we look at military, at land military, then Vietnamese are definitely better off than Malay. So it makes sense that he wants to use his superior navy to keep control of the game and eventually win from there. He should be able to take down this castle. Vietnamese don't get any defensive upgrades. Oh no, they get hoardings on their castles. Pay more money coming in. I like that as an early choice. It's also a trash deck, as in it doesn't cost gold. Yeah. That's a lot of traps from e1sTea. 4 castles, but we need to get into pikes. Elite Battle Elephant. Wait, did he get paper money thinking it was Chatras? I think he did. I think we need... Yeah, we need helps here. You cannot go Karambits against these boys. I guess monks can work, but... I mean, if you take into halbs here, you just take out the elephants and you take out the light cap, so... There's that. But yeah, that castle from Chanchilaru went down, so he's going to lose control over this area. I don't really like that castle to begin with. Would have probably preferred it over here to protect this area. Or here. But no, not here. That's a horrible position. Here. Yeah, probably here. We have an Elite Battle Elephant from Malay. Okay. Yeah, we got Chatras now as the Vietnamese, so it's going to be 420 HP elephants. I mean, they can take 2 trap shots in the face and still survive. That's just... how good they are. I mean, these Karambits will go down to the elephants, right? They're going to barely tickle the elephants. Yeah, look at the amount of XP difference. Elephants also have... I mean, elite elephant... I think the base elephant does as well. They have AoE damage, so... Works even better against the Krambits, which we just saw. Yeah, we need Halberdier from xRavyn. I don't think you can fight this with your own elephants. Yes, melee elephants are cheaper, but you got 120 less HP. You don't get even the second armor. You do get more attack upgrades, but still. I will say, I do like the idea of raiding with the elephants. Is xRavyn overdoing it with the navy? I mean, we haven't seen a single attempt from Chanchilaru to go on water the whole game. So maybe we didn't need this amount of... Okay, oh, okay, we got the aristocracy in. I mean, harbors, they kind of still suck, so it will make that much of a difference. And yeah, we... I guess... Wait. I guess Chanchilaru was out of resources, almost. Yeah, I mean, still 4k gold. Oh yeah, e1sTea is finally taking into halbs. Yeah, okay, this would eventually be over. Yeah, elephants were going to get converted. Yeah, probably bad choice of units from Chanchilaru. Maybe Ratans would have been better, but I don't know. So e1sTea takes game 1. Let's jump into game 2 then. Let me get the right one. There we go. Okay. Oh, come on. I hate when they start with the warship. Anyway. We got e1sTea in the yellow, playing as the Koreans. And Chanchilaru playing in the blue as the Georgians. And, I mean, that's a lot of boars. That's a lot of food. Ooh. And we got neutral markets in the corners. Okay. Okay, that's a standard amount of food. That's not. But okay. So normally I would say, oh. Okay, good start for Chanchilaru. He should be able to win that fight if he pays attention. Dock coming up. Oh, we have a Repairville. Oh, they started with the hero. Didn't even notice that. Yeah, because they don't show up here, so... Okay. It's got a lot of armor and HP, and it regenerates, so... But no attack. What's the line of sight like? That's a decent line of sight, okay. And decent movement speed. Also, wait. Oh wait, they speak Chinese no matter what civs you are? Huh, interesting. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, new heroes from the... Or rather, the specific heroes for the Three Kingdoms civs. They have their own lines in Chinese. I guess... Yeah, I guess this one is from there as well. And works the same way. Oh, I still lost the repair field. Chanchilaru still has it. I still needs to bring more vills forward to repair. He might lose the galley. No, because he gets in the dock with the fishing ship, which was going to help. Chanchilaru gets scared by that and goes back. Do keep in mind, Chanchilaru has less gold in the bank. And that's because he went for Loom. ice-T did not. So ice-T is going to have more gold available to him to repair this ship. He can probably get it up to full HP. Yeah, for another couple of times. Chanchilaru cannot. Wait, does repairing the ships work as when you're repairing the buildings? As in, the total cost of the repair is going to be about double the cost of the building itself? Or does it work differently? Okay, galley goes down for Chanchilaru. ice-T is not going to be able to deny dock, but still, he's not going to be able... I mean, Chanchilaru is not going to be able to fish. Whereas ice-T already has 3 fishing ships. He has vills even on the... I need to speak slower. He has villagers on the fish even. Second dock. Now, Chanchilaru is up. Oh, he's got a dock in the back. Actually, so... Okay, that's why he was able to click up faster. Okay, makes sense. Ooh, ice-T still hasn't taken the fatter pig. Second dock here for Chanchilaru, and that's good. Could have come up a little bit faster, but he should still be able to have ships in... Oh, wait, is he going to hit perfectly? Amazing. Never doubt. But yeah, he's going to be able to... Yeah, he immediately goes for hulks. That's... Oh, this is a Castle Age galley, though. Do you really want to go for hulks? And ice-T, he knows. He knows the new meta on water maps is opening hulks. So he's just going straight into galleys. Chanchilaru, though, going for a tower, gets spotted. Tower gets denied. Might even lose bills. Wait, are you seriously telling me hulks win? Yeah, for a moment there it looked like the Feudal Age Hulk would win against the War Galley one-on-one. Hulk goes down, but so does one of the villagers from ice-T. Okay, villager down for Chanchilaru. Oh, takes the War Galley, that's huge. And yeah, technically speaking, galleys they do counter hulks. But I think you still need a decent mass and you still need fletching at least. Another dock here for xTea. So he might be able to relocate his fish over there. He needs to be careful here, not to lose the fish ships. Okay, loses one. And Chanchilaru is still thinking about being a pest in his opponent's base. He still has this villager over here. He's keeping an out with the hero. And he's been fishing in the back. Neither player is close to Castle Age. Now, Chanchilaru should be able to catch up and even surpass his opponent in res collected. Because again, he had a back dock, right? So his fish has been working this whole time. xTea went for the forward fishing. So, yeah, now that he's got this dock on the side, he's going to be able to come back to that, but still, his opponent knows where he is. So that villager... Oh, villager's dead. Okay. But it looks like... Yeah, xTea's going to win water eventually. He's got more numbers. He's going to... Yeah, he's going to disrupt the fish in the back. He also found some cows. Does he know about those? He doesn't know about these. That's... But did he see... Wait. Wait. Hold on a second. So he's got these extra boars over here, right? Or javelina or whatever, but... Okay, did Chanchilaru take them or did he not have them? I mean, it's not... I don't think it's going to make a difference in the long run. But... yeah, I'll have to check that. Oh. Chanchilaru going forward, but xTea is up to Castle Age. And Chanchilaru is nowhere close to that. Okay, selling his soul. Just when I say that. And he should be able to click up. Yeah. Thing is, what is he going to do? Is he just going to go into knights? And that gold mine is going to run out quite quickly. So, ooh, only now double bidax. Oh wait, Chanchilaru doesn't even have that. Okay. Okay, we're going for stone here. As xTea. Now, Chanchilaru will see that. He's got 2 houses on that stone. He will know his opponent is on stone. And now he's going to see these boars, and honestly... it's just 2 bills. You cannot justify taking them. He knows about the outpost. So he should be careful about this. Oh wait, sorry, that's Gaia. Where is he going? Okay, he's looking for that island. He's going to... Oh, a dock? I thought he was going to go for land military. Oh, I suppose you cannot walk. Oh, yeah, you cannot build on that. That's sad. I mean... both are up to castle age, but there's 13 navy from one player and 0 from the other. And we have turtles coming out. So that's nice. Ooh, and of course... Oh, okay, he's not going for a castle. He just wants to tower creep his opponent. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. You use this as your starting tower. Maybe even make a second one over here. Or here. Your opponent cannot rush it with Wills because it's too close to the shoreline. And then you just use that as a starting point and you just tower creep. Maybe get fletching. Ooh, there's a siege workshop for Chanchilaru, but e1sTea, yeah, e1sTea should see that. He should know. I don't think you can rush with this tower with bills. You're going to lose too many, yeah. Especially to the turtles. Yeah, and that's also the nice thing about Koreans getting the free tower upgrades, right? You just defend from mangonel pushes. Yeah, Chanchilaru knows he's dead. And so e1sTea takes the set 2-0 because they did not play a third game. Okay. Nice set. First game was not too eventful due to the lack of... Well, so you have a 3 TC start in a situation where you can just basically boom. So until, I don't know, until Imp we didn't see that much action. But this one was nice. It's a little bit sad that the first tower from Chanchilaru got denied. Because I think if that goes up, then we have a different game. But yeah, e1sTea getting up to castle faster and having water control basically won him the game. Because now he can just tower creep on his opponent. Okay. So I'm going to end the recording here. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. And I hope you enjoyed the stream.